Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming. I'm Dell and this is Prisoner Architect Alpha33, and we're just having a look at our prison here, and there's a few things I want to go through today on the various areas whilst we're waiting for our new prison block to be built. There's a couple of bits that have been suggested, as well as some just general items that I've been playing around with and found out, which answers a few bits. Now, the first thing is that we have 97 prisoners coming in, but we don't have room for them. So what there is, and I didn't realise at the time was available, if you go into reports and you do intake, the none and all button here can define how many total you can take in. Now, we actually have room for 48 at the moment. So we could take in another 19. So we just have to bring in 19 prisoners. There we go. Now we'll bring it, because we didn't have this, we're going to have another, say, 16 there. So we're bringing 35. And we'll put the rest into the holding cells for the moment. Okay, so that's a little better. Excellent. So we've done a little bit of a searching around here. They found some bits in some of these cells. We did a bit of a cell shakedown. Now, the other thing I want to do is increase the number of grants we can have. So I'm doing it under finance. We already have that one actually. Let's see, what else can we do? Micromanagement, legal. We haven't done legal, so I'm going to open up the legal and push that one for the moment. And the other bit is, if we have that grant, how many grants do we have at the moment? Because I think we can take one more, which is this max security infrastructure, because we already have some of these already. So I'm taking that one because of that available area. We just got to increase our size and CCTVs. Now, with 66%, so we just need a few more cameras whilst we're waiting for everything to be built. So, okay, we've got, how many cameras have we got at the moment? If I click on that and do connect, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for some reason, that one, that one there, how can I disable the connects? Okay, let's not worry about that then. Let's do it the other way around. If I go into there, can I unconnect it? Okay, so that's now unconnected. Right, and now I go here and connect. Yep. 3, 4. So that's 4, which is 2/3. So I need another 2 cameras, which we might put into this area here. So if we go into objects and go for our CCTV, 2 more CCTV cameras. Where can we put some CCTV? Where's useful to have them? We've got some covering these particular areas, so that's fine. We're going to have wardens in there, so I think we can put one in here, which will be for the high security guard. Let's make sure I get this the right way around. I'm never quite sure which way's around. I think it's that way. It's not easy to tell exactly. Okay, so slope is the front. So it's that way around, yeah, okay. So if I put that there, and then we'll put one, where else can we put one which would be useful? We could have one covering this yard area, etc. Where's dark? All of these areas here are dark. So if in the staff room is okay, what if we have one going this way covering solitary? That sounds like a good idea. That might not be there. Let's just take that, put it there. That'll cover the solitary areas. That could be a good idea. And then we'll need some more staff members at some point, but we'll wait for that. So How long have we got before our intake? We have 35 due in 2 hours. Now we're going to look at a couple of other sections as well, and this is nearly done. Got to wait for them to just finish this prison off, that cell off. There's a couple of other bits here. We've got is bang up, lockdown, shakedowns. Are a couple of extra little bits we've got that we can do for areas, and we can use in a couple of ways if we wanted to, and we'll do that once we've got these prisoners ready to be transported. I also would going to change these holding cells one more time. If I just go to these holding cells, they should be one. Oops, that's not the right one. I want medium security and maximum security. There we go. And the clean cupboards general. Okay, that looks fine for the moment. Excellent. There was one other area I'm going to look at is forestry, but we'll do that if we get a chance. I'm just going to check something on the forestry mod. What is the size you need? 5 by 5. Okay, so it needs to be 5 by 5. It won't fit in the area. I was hoping to actually put it up here, where it looks like that won't fit into that area. That's annoying. That's very annoying. But hey ho, never mind. We might have to create a forest in the yard. I think maybe if some of it up here is made into a forest instead of a yard. I'm sure the inmates will enjoy it and like it. That won't be a problem for them. You know, a nice little bit of forestry area. Right, so how are we doing up here? Are we complete? We are actually complete here. We can start cloning this here, up here. So if we go to the clone tool now and mark out that area, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then they can also be used to here. That one, there, there, there. And you can see it's also marking the cell, buying everything that is required, and putting it into the area. Now we can also down here. We've done that one. There we go. It's even doing the wall placements. So we've got a lot of cells being prepared to be built here. Now we might leave that space on the end for the shower. Now we'll stop there, or go back to the clone tool, and now clone the one below it. So there, and then we'll go this way. And you can see that's putting them all in the opposite position. We're spending a lot of money here. Hopefully it's going to, yeah, let's put that door in there, which will be good. Means they can actually get into that room. This should get us up to our 100 cells, and it's a lot quicker than individually having to place all of these items. And what we'll do is we'll do some opposite. So we'll do the opposite position. We might have to do the door behind the wall behind this afterwards. This is going to be another fairly low grade prison area. We might, if we put one there, which is that, yeah, we get one more on the bottom here as well. Let's put one here. This is going to be fairly maximized, and we're going to use a lot of our money here. So actually, I'm going to hold it there because that's used. No, let's get this last little bit done, which is, why not? Let's get the last of these done. Use our money up. Oh no, I can't. I won't be able to fit them in there because I've got to fit a wall in there. Okay, we'll have to work that one out. So if I go to objects, that's just come off of that. Okay, so that's all going to have to be built. We'll have to put that wall at the back. So that's wall, concrete wall, all the way along there. Oh, there we go. Right, let's see how this goes. Now we should have some prisoners being brought in. Yes, so we've got a lot of materials being brought in here, and we've got sitting there having their the guards are having fun with the prisoners, making sure they're stripped down properly, making sure they're not bringing anything into the prison. Now that's one good thing here, that although they're being searched, do they go through a metal detector? They don't actually here initially, but I am wondering whether I should put a metal detector just here. So anything coming in and out of this main area goes through this metal detector. So we're going to go for that. Metal detector. Where are you, metal detector? I almost saw it there. There we go. Right, so we're going to put a metal detector here as well. There we go. We might have to put a bit of utilities if it's not already covered. Yep, we're going to have to put a little bit of a cable in there. There we go. That'll just make sure it's nicely covered. Lots of toilets, so we've got a lot of engineers working at stuff here. We've even got a guard moving a laundry basket in, which is great. And our rate, we've already got another 4 cells have been activated. Now it looks like we're going to have to activate the electricity on this here, or give this areas some power at least. So let's see, what do we, utilities, that should have power. It seems a bit, oh, it's just, no, it's not power, it's just going to be there. So okay, we're going to have to put a guard into this area. We've got to fill this one out. So let's put, oops, for some reason that's not selected. There we go. Right, guards, we're going to put a guard in here, and then we're going to create a guard patrol that does a up and down the cells, basically. And put one on that. So there's one general guard in the area and one cell. This is going to be mainly occupied. We're not going to put CCTV in here, just guards. Now, shower. We're going to have to give the shower a few, otherwise they're going to complain not being able to have a shower. So we'll just put a simple community shower. We'll get as many heads in here as we can. It's not pretty. Whoops, we haven't put a grate. We need to get the drain, otherwise it will all drain out. We'll do the same down here, there, and the shower heads, so that they can all get together in the showers, because that's what they like to do. Now, as you can say, this is all lower. The guy is teaching, by the looks of it, in the some people in here that wanted to learn stuff, and here they're learning stuff as well, so that's good. So let's have a look. We have, is he been released? Oh, we've got someone that's been released. Okay, that's cool. They're waiting for a guard here though. Where's our guards? We've got one out here. Do we have a guard stationed out here permanently? Possibly not. I think we'll need a guard out here permanently. Yeah, let's put one in this area as a permanent guard out here, and another one as a permanent guard in this area for doing stuff. Okay, so we've got 7 that are free to do other things, which is quite reasonable, I think. It's a reasonable number. Right, in here we'll have a look at rooms later. Let's get this one sorted out. We still also have to do our, we haven't got enough power down the end here. We have to do our high class living accommodation down here in the supercells. We've got to sort those ones out, but let's get this the normal ones, and we looks like we need to put a bit of item there. Just there's one concrete wall missing by the looks of it. So one, that's failed 8 times, so try it again. I don't know why you keep on failing, but you're going to have to succeed at some point. Right. We've got flowers appearing on the walls around here, which is always interesting. Right, let's also just look now at one other section, because I want to start doing patrols around the outsides of the buildings for basically tunnels, and this will be a dog patrol as is expected. Right, so what we're going to have to do is fence off a bit on the edge here. Now the dog patrols is basically to detect tunnels. So if we just put that there for the moment, and then we'll put a door in there, a gel door, so that we can get in and out if we need to. We might use this when we expand the land as well. We've already got one down the bottom here already, so we can use that one as well. And once we've done that this one's built, we'll take away these areas so they can dogs can get in and out, and we can then search. So we've already got one patrol which is going all the way around the edge. So okay, we seem to be he's here. Has he been released? Yeah, he's been released. Okay, that's fine. I was worried about where the hell you were going. Right, are these other doors? Okay, these have been put in. So what we can now do is connect that up to that one, and where's that other monitor? Just there, and we can connect this one up to there. Okay, so I think that should be all of them done. Now if we go to our to-do list, so all we've got to do is increase our security size, and we get 20k, which is good. Once we've got up to near that, a few more, we'll have another intake. Actually, let's have a look. How many have we got? Have we still got another intake? We are still taking 35 prisoners. Yeah, that's okay. 35 prisoners in 13 hours. So that's another 35. Okay, we'll see how that works out. 35 prisoners, that's not an inconsiderable amount. We've got a lot of beds and other items coming through, so we are a bit jammed up here at the moment. How are we doing for power? We've got one available, which is okay. And if we've got people in these prisons now, yes we have, in these doors, we're going to have to put this door onto normal mode. There we go. So what have we got to do in here? One thing we need in here is a canteen. This is going to be a relatively large canteen. It's got to feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50 prisoners. That's a lot of prisoners. Okay, so let's just make this, just generally this is going to be one big canteen. Right, we'll put the serving table near to where the, if we go down here, that's better, near to where the entrance will be. I'll put it just here so the cooks can come in and just deposit it straight onto that. Then we're going to need some tables. So how big are the tables? We'll just put the tables up on this edge. And then we will put some benches in. There's mostly not enough room for them, but at the same time, tough. You're in a prison. Right, the other room we'll do in here is the common room. How big does the common room have a particular size? No. Okay, well let's have this corridor here then as the common room. Okay, we'll give it a nice flooring. So some of these cells here are going to have a nicer view than some of the others, which I'm sure they won't mind. What flooring should we give them? We'll give it a nice little wooden floor. There we go, nice little wooden floor. And we'll put a few little objects in here. We can't put the pool table, but we'll put a bookshelf or two up here. There's one. Put one there, and a couple of little sofas next to it, and maybe a wide sofa up here. And anything else? Oh, we'll put a weights bench in there. Why not? A little weights room at the end, just for giggles, and a TV. There we go. TV that end, and one by this sofa here. So if anyone really feels that they need to have a bit of fun and relaxation, they can do that in the common room area. Rest of the place, stalag. Right, I need some flooring. I don't like that flooring. Let's give the flooring a little bit of a metal floor, just to speed up everyone's movement when they're moving between the various areas, except for the central area. There we go. So that's in there nicely. This bit we can't because we've already given it a wooden floor, but that's fine. That's fine. So how are we up? We're up to 69 people in our prison so far. Right, this ones are not cells yet, so I'm going to put this one on opened for the moment. This one also is not thing, so this one could also go into open mode as well. Excellent. Okay, so we're heading down towards having a good heading towards our 100 cell capacity quite nicely now. One area that was lacking, if we look at what's our needs at the moment, let's see, needs, what's our highest needs? Bowels, well, they can work on that. Literacy and spirituality here. So there's some people want a bit of spirituality. So we've got a little room here. It's going to be a bit biggish area. We're going to make this into our spiritual area. So we'll need to put a door in here. We might as well just put it. No, I don't like that. Let's just put it there. Concrete wall again. Let's put it back in there. There we go. Right. So there is a room which I think is a chapel. There we go. So it's going to be a big old chapel. What is the actual requirements? Was 6 by 6. So we need some. What do we need? We need an altar. Okay, let's go and find the altar. Where's the altar? If we zoom in so we can see it properly, there we go, and then it will show us what all the bits are. So we've got an altar. So we'll put the nice altar up here so that we can go up there. Now they'll want a nice flooring. We don't want dirt. I think that putting dirt on the floor, they might not appreciate that. Marble, mosaic, or fancy. I'm not putting too much money on this because they're supposed to be austere, aren't they? So I think what's cheap? Grass? No, I think that's that they might not appreciate that. Sand? Yeah, no, I don't think they'll appreciate sand either. Okay, we'll put the mosaic. Let's put the mosaic floor down here. There we go. They've got a nice mosaic floor, so they can't moan about the floor now. So what else are we needing here? We need some pews. So we'll put pews down one side and prayer mats down the other, because we don't know what type of people we might have in here. So let's put some pews. So, actually, we'll do it this way. There we go. So we'll go pew, barley McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub. Yes, definitely too much time on things. Okay, and we'll move the altar to up to here. It's a pity that's the different sizes anyway. And we'll put the prayer mats. Now, which way round do they go? Well, we'll assume it's this way around. We'll put some prayer mats down on the ends, just in case, because I don't know which way is supposed to be. This could be anywhere in the world, so I don't know which way they're supposed to think. So maybe I'll hedge my bets, and we'll put one that way, and then we'll put one that way as well, just in case we've got it in the wrong direction. Because you never know. So, and I might, you know, end up offending someone or some crap, so that wouldn't be good, would it? Okay, so how's our sorting desk going? That's good. So we've now got a chapel to be built once they fill it up. Now, obviously they've got a fair bit of time to work on this. And okay, utilities. We have to think about. Oh, I didn't sort out these, but obviously the pipe work is not part of the cloning tool. So okay, we're going to go all the way there. Ka-ching. There we go. That will sort those ones out. We now have a capacity of 69. Oh, it's missing a door. So anything is missing. So they're still filling this in, and we do have to, once we've got this sorted out, we've got to work out what we're going to do in this area, because it's not going to quite fit as I would have liked. And also we have the high quality kitchen, the high quality area. Have we told any of these to go in here? No, we haven't. Right, so we've got enough room in here, I think, for 2. We're going to put a sink in. Go on, give me the thing. That's it. Sink. So we've got to get a sink in here. We'll put the sink near the back. There we go. And then we're going to have to get some cookers, 2 cookers, and then a fridge. We'll just put 1 fridge in. I don't think we need too much fridges. We'll just put 1 just about there. That should do. So that's the new kitchen, and we'll put a door on it as well, just it might complain. We'll just put a standard door in there. There we go. It might do, it might not, you never know. Right, the rest of this in here was just going to be common room, I think, because they're going to have a reasonable common room area as such, and we'd put in, yeah, they don't have a pool table. These are the, you know, they might, but there must be a snooker table actually, rather than a pool table for these guys. Nice wide sofa over here for when they want to have a nice chat and a bit of a watch around the TV. And then we'll have some single sofas over here for the gentlemen when they want to have a bit of a business discussion about some things. Bit sort of like haphazardly put around. And have we got a small table? We don't have a small table. We'll put a little radio just there for those that want there. Weights, they might want to stay in trim, but no, I don't. These are fat cats. They don't want weights. They won't want those things. So yeah, that's fine. Now we get the common room. So I've just actually got to do the cells themselves, which let's see. We were going to do. This is the highest level cell, so this is going to have everything that is possible to put into a cell. So we're going to use a certain level of commonality on all of these. So we'll put the toilet in that. Where should we go? Let's say bed, window. We'll use we'll use this one as a base for most of it. So if we've got a toilet, say this corner, we'll have the shower next to it. There we go. So it makes it easier for water as well then. We'll have the bed opposite the door there. We'll have the window just there. And what else do we need? We need a office desk. Where's the office desk? Office desk. Office desk. We'll put that over there for all of their computer work, and their chair for it. There we go. We've got a chair for that. And what else do they? They're going to have a TV and a bookshelf right next to the toilet, in case they want to read when they're in the toilet. You never know with these people. And obviously we'll give it a nice wooden floor. I think we'll see. We'll let that one get created. Oh, we've got to put the door on it. The jail door. Now I could go with just a standard door on this, but we're going to go with a jail door just in case. It is a prison after all. We don't want to make it sort of too easy for them to get in and out. Okay, we've got 35 prisoners coming in now, and 40, 30. Oh, we just don't have enough room for them as well. Now there's a bit of a build up of some of the items wanting to get built, but generally we're okay. We've got enough cells. We could bring in a few more people, some guards, just to manage that little extra capacity we need. But okay, there was a couple of things I wanted to do just before, once we get all of these new intake of prisoners in, and once they're brought in, we will stop receiving any more prisoners until we're up to until we've got all of these new units built. But we'll see how that sort of pans out. I might have, did I put some flooring on this common room? Can't remember if I did. Okay, 3 minutes. We've got people coming in soon. Now, will they ignore this? One annoying thing here is these lorries have basically left this, means this gate stays open. That's annoying. I have to see if is there a way of altering that. If that gate was there, would it close? I'm going to see. If I put a road gate just there instead, when this one's jammed, that one will close up. I just want to see if that works. I don't like sort of, because that's now, if one got out here, if he's got a straight run through. So I want to see when they're jammed up, will that stop them moving up too much? So how many squares does a lorry take up? If I just do this with planning, and they're stopping level with that there. So I'll just use this as a marker. So that's level with my last bit of delivery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can actually say 10, 11. Yeah, I think 11, isn't it? Or from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be the back of it. The actual model is 10 long, but the first 2 8 go a little bit beyond. Okay, so you need to work out 8, and then there's a gap of 1, and then it's another 10, then a gap of 1, and another 10. So okay, at least it's possible to work it out. As such, if you know that's the start, the point they're going to stop at, you can either put one gate there, and then the second gate here, and that would mean that only one lorry is allowed through. We'll see if this one here works first. If it does, then we'll move these gates down. I think that could be interesting way of doing it. So how many spaces have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually there's not enough. We would, in theory, need to move that down 1 as well. So dismantle. Well, we'll see when they go through this door. See if the gate closes behind them. Next lorry that comes out. I'm just intrigued. He's only got one more thing to come off. I don't know where these prisoners are. These prisoners haven't been arrived yet. They were supposed to come in a little while ago. 35 minimum security prisoners, but we haven't seen any of them yet. Okay, so let's see how this lorry does. See if he runs any people down. He's going to squidge some of the visitors by the looks of it, or get close to it. So okay, he's coming down. There's more visitors coming here. So he opens that one. There we go. Open. Lorry goes through. Will it close behind him? No, doesn't close. Oh yes, it does. Yeah, see, that closes behind him. That's good. I like that. I like that. So that was with what gap? that's on there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 between each one. Okay. So we might move this down to be also 10 between each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Iffy. We'll have to see how that works. I like the idea there's a little bit of a delay when they're going in and out. It's not necessary, but I think it's good. Okay, let's see how our prison is doing. We're up to 77 prisons, 77 cells. Right, now a couple of the other things we can do, since we've got a bit of time here now, we're going to buy some extra guards, so we can get this maximum security option in here. So let's see, how many more guards? There we go, we've got a load of money. Excellent. Right, now we've got the thing, what we're going to do is a shakedown. Now a shakedown basically searches everywhere in the prison. So as you can see, there's 403 places that have got to be searched, and there's 7 guys to do it. That's going to take them a little while. Now I think everybody does it actually, not just those, but some of them that are stationed don't do the searching. Yep, they're searching all, so all these boxes have got to be searched. Every place in a cell's got to be searched. Is he helping? No, he's not helping, he's teaching. Is there anyone in there? He's teaching, but there's no one in there. The teacher in here is teaching at least. And every prisoner gets searched as well. Oh, he's wanting drugs. You know, and what about you? Are you suppressed to search prisoner? He wants to offer. Oh, he's actually working on the saw. That's interesting. So this is the shakedown. So it's a full. Oh, we found some ciggies. Found ciggies on staff coming in. Someone's trying to sneak things into the prison on the items coming in. Oh, that's sneaky. Sneaking them in with the sneaky stuff. With the boxes. So we're in the middle of the shakedown. What we can also do is intelligence. Is at the moment our intelligence just tells us where things are likely to be got, and we can see where things have been found in the last 7 days. So we can see that we've got some. See here we've got where things have been thrown. So and also where they came from. So if we highlight over one of the items, see they've just come in on the lorry. Here came in with a person. Where did this come in from? Oh, this sort of smuggled in with the visitors. Right, where's something which is like a lighter? Right, this was taken from there. Screwdriver was thrown over the wall. So we've got a problem with things being thrown over there. Anything else being thrown over from there? No, no. Oh, this one it's taken a bit of a round, but it came in. Someone smuggled that in at the very beginning. Oh, he got past the guards and everything. That's interesting. This one came in. Where is that from? That was thrown in there, and they were able to get through. Why were they able to get through there? They got through that door at some point or somehow? Interesting. I didn't think they could get through there. I need to make sure that that is a staff only. Yeah, it's staff only. We'll make sure this area is staff only as well. Yeah. Okay, we've got this bit here as well done, so I can modify that. Oh, minsec. And these classrooms and that's all going to have to be shared with the other levels, which is a bit annoying, but that's the way these things go. So we've still got some other areas. Let's go and have a look at that intelligence again. So 7 days. So we can see where we've got some items. So there. Where else have we got thrown? So we've got problems at these particular two areas with items being thrown in to the area. Now at the moment we can also look at informants, which we haven't got at the moment, but we might be able to have a look at in the future as at some point. But how are we doing? We're nearly 345 out. So that found a significant number of items. Now the good thing about doing this shakedown every now and again, but not too often, but long enough. Oh, that monitor's not working. Why is that? It's gone blue. Don't know why that went blue. Okay. Sorry. Doing shakedowns regularly just keeps them on their toes, cleans the prison out, and also you can see where these items are being taken from if we've got anybody that's causing a problem. So we're almost down. The other two are more for emergency uses, so we'll look at the bang up at a later time. But someone like this who has been, he's a snitch actually, so if we get some more information on him, bribery, and he's actually snitched to do search prisoner. Character, he's a known informant and as such life may be in danger. Don't leave him alone, other prisoners, for too long. Okay, that's an interesting one. He is part of a potential informant. But to do the informants properly, what we need is a new secure area for our informants that get found out. So we'll look at that once we've stabilised our prison. We'll have a look at that, I think. But he is a potential snitch, so that's something you can look at. Now, to find these people, you've sort of got to hover over them. It's not something which is, you're not told immediately that, oh, he's quick. It's one of the good things. He's a extra quick. Every prisoner has a little, may have an ability, an unknown reputation. So this guy's got an unknown reputation of some description. So you don't know, some of these you don't know. As it says, it's unknown. A few more places to search in here. How are we doing? We're everywhere. So we're almost done. We've got a good fair bit of work here done. We need the serving table. Most of these here are done. We've got one shower head. That's not very much for the amount of people we've got in here, but hey ho. How are we doing with food? We'll have a look. Our food is not great at the moment. I'm going to also check what level of food we are providing, which comes under, I'm trying to remember where that is now. Oops, programs, spiritual guidance. We'll start the spiritual guidance one as well. I forgot to do that. Now that we have a chapel, although it's not complete, we can do spiritual guidance. No equipment here. Okay, where's the policy? There we go. Right, meal quantity, I'm going to put that down to medium and the variety to fairly low for the moment. Just so that we can see how we're doing with number of meals for everybody. See if we need to expand that area and our kitchen capacity before we expand anything else. Now this particular area, we've got to put some showers in here, possibly at the end. We've got to put a canteen and some canteen room in there as well. So let's see how we're doing. Right, we've got the canteen in here is now complete. And our guys are quite happily putting out the uniforms for everybody, so they're having nice clean uniforms, which is good. We've got what are they all here for? What are we in? Oh, we're in food mode. Have we had enough food? Not really. 30%. I think we're a little short of people cooking. Is it because no one's where's staff? Where's logistics? Prison labour. Is there anyone actually working in any of these? Oh, we've got qualified prisoners 3. Problem is we haven't got enough actual qualified prisoners at the moment to do half of this this work, except for cleaning and laundry. So I think we might have to hire some more chefs. So at the moment we've got 1 in there, so I think we need to get another chef in here. We might have to fire them later. How many have we got in here? We've got 3 and we've got things. So let's get 3 more chefs in there. And how many have we got in here? We've got 1 for there. So we'll leave 1 space in there. We will have someone in this kitchen as well. That will be a couple that are in there later on. Why is it blocked? We've got it saying it's blocked for some reason. Okay, we'll sort that one out later. Okay, so a few extra chefs. That might help a little bit with getting all of these people fed. Okay, right. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? He's having a sniff. He's having a sniff. No? Didn't find anything? Okay. Just having a sniff. Right, so we've got a few places being built once again. Our electricity is just about okay. So we've got a few places being built. We need a few more changes. Oops, that needs to be electrified. It needs to be connected. So electrical cable. And there we go. It is being it is linked. Connecting. Yeah, everywhere's connected. That's fine. All of the places. Okay. Right. So, have we got people actually using this as a prison yet? No, they're all. Some of them are. We'll put this. Leave it open for the moment. But we will need to think of utilities, because I've done all of those that way. I haven't put the utilities in here because we need a large pipe going down all the way down to possibly there, and then we'll need a small pipe first of all going in there, and then in there, and in there, and we'll also need it along there to satisfy all of those ones. Okay, that should be that one done as well. So still a lot of building to be done here, but we're getting there. And we've still got these bloody prisoners waiting to come in 6 hours, if we can get all of this stuff moved out the way first. But we have plenty of money, so next time when we start up, we'll call it a halt on this one. Next time when we start up, we will look, hopefully get the block finished. I'm just going to hire lots of workmen just to get this thing finished. But next time we might start having a look what we would need to do to get some more intelligence on our system, and using this and how we can reduce some of our dangers at this moment before we go on to possibly the next stage, which could well be land expansion, so that we can start thinking about bringing in another grade of prisoner. and building a whole new prison complex. So we're getting at least working on it, even if we're not going to actually use it straight away. But hopefully leave any comments below on the bits that else I've done. There is a few more rooms to be done. We'll look at them a little later, but we've done a fair few of the rooms in this fairly small prison, and we're almost up to our 100, which means we'll get our Cell Block C grant. So hopefully see that next time. So until then, have fun.